Hi, Erin.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm going to make you the host. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. And then you'll just have to let people in, or you can make Cami the host.
Okay.
Okay, I'm making you the host right now.
Should I wait until like time or should I go? Well, there's Heidi. I'll put her in. Should I wait till time to like put the rest of them in or just go ahead?
I mean, we just kind of supply the link, so it's more like whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to wait till 8, you can wait till 8. If not, you can just let everyone in, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. Email me if you need anything. You should be all set though.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Good luck.
Thanks. Hello, Cami. Hello, Heidi.
Hello, how are you doing so nice?
So are you ready for me to, I'm going to let people in at 8. So I'll have to like allowing people to come in to the room. I should have pulled it up on my computer. Hello, Cami love. I just wanted to see your outfit, Erin. You don't want to see me from the waist down because it looks like I'm naked. So
Cami, did you want to see mine? Did you want to see mine too? Is it as cute as hers or not?
You have, listen, we're both like don't look at our hair. Like you have your sunglasses on your hair. Well, your hair looks fine. My hair does not look fine. So, all right, I'm going to let these people in. Okay.
All right.
Where'd it go? No. The middle.
I wish you could see this desk right here. It is off the chain. I literally ran out of here in 3 seconds.
Well, that's all right. Hey, everybody, as you're jumping on, if you want to get into the chat and say, hey, we're going to give people a couple minutes since it started right at 8. We're going to give people a couple minutes to get in here. It's always, just a little weird when you're getting into Zooms and we're letting people in through the waiting room. So say hi in the chat. I'm Erin Quillen. This is Heidi. We'll reintroduce again for sure. But just go ahead and get in the chats. We'll be in there saying hi to everybody. And we're super excited to talk to you guys tonight. Hello, Stephanie. Ooh.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hey, Carla.
Hi, Carla.
We should do like a flash mob, like musical one. Not tonight, though. It'll be a repeat of Taco Bell.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, it would be fun.
How long do we give people to join, do you think?
Let's give them till about 3 after, 3 to 5 after, you know what I mean?
For people like me who don't do everything on time.
Right. Like I'm always like, oh my gosh, it's 8 o'clock and there was a Zoom. So we'll give people a couple minutes.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
You look pretty, Erin Quillen.
Well, I don't know about all that.
As always. As always.
So do you, my love. So do you.
How was my hair today? It was amazing.
It was a special event, huh?
It was a special. It really was a special event.
Hair washing.
I love Cami's picture down there. That's so cute.
I know. First of all, I'm jealous of anybody who can wear big earrings. It always makes me so sad.
These are big, but they're leather, so they weigh nothing.
Well, I had the whole fashionista ear thing, so I can't wear earrings anymore.
You mean the ripped ear?
Yeah.
So do I. I just put a piece of tape on it.
No, like it ripped in two.
Mine did too.
like a claw.
Mine is ripped 3 times.
Well, I can't believe you still put earrings in.
Oh yeah.
All righty. Well, do you say we go ahead and get started? I mean, people can jump in the middle. We can start with introductions and kind of get the
Sure.
ball
I think
rolling.
these three gals are on my team, so they probably
Hello,
already
hello.
did this.
Hello, hello. Well, I am Erin Quillen. I am also from Kentucky, Greenup, Kentucky. I'm super excited. Like my nails like literally match my shirt. I did not plan that. And then I am also a senior director. I just became a senior director in July. I've been here for 2 years. I'm a flight nurse. I'm a nurse practitioner. And I have absolutely fell in love with the company. Actually, like as soon as I got started, I did. And then this is Heidi. Heidi's going to tell you like a little bit of her story, and then I'll jump back in, give a little bit of my story, but then tell you the things that I think really help to launch my success, your success, Heidi's success, the thing that makes our company different that I feel like so many people come in here and do so well.
So hi guys. My name is Heidi Collins. I am a senior director here also. When Erin and I were talking about doing this, I was just like, Erin, what are we going to say to people that's really going to inspire them so much that they're going to want to do this? And, I look back on when I first started, and if you would have invited me to a Zoom, I probably would have totally laughed at you and said, I don't know, I don't have time for that. That's not me. I'm not going to do that. So if you're here, and by the way, Erin, do you know if this is going to be recorded or not?
Yes, it's recording.
Okay. So if you're here now, I'm really excited that you're here. If you want to share this, you can also share the recording after this is over. So anyways, Erin and I were talking, and we've been really good friends since LimeLife started. I never knew Erin Quillen before. She just lives a couple hours away. I'm from Kentucky also. As if you can't really tell, I'm trying to mask the twang. Okay. I'm really trying to mask the twang. It doesn't work very good for me. But I had no idea who Erin was. She had no idea who I was. We had no idea that we even needed each other in life. Okay. So here's what I really want you to hear, if nothing else, from what I'm getting ready to tell you. You are going to meet people in this business that literally will lift your spirits when you don't have a spirit to lift. You're going to meet people who are always going to be in your corner when it doesn't matter about LimeLife. I think we all need that, okay? Especially as mamas, wives, significant others. We work regular jobs, all those things. I didn't know at the time that I needed this in my life. I'm a relatively strong person. I'm a single mother of a 9-year-old daughter. I have been since the day she was born. I've put my finger on every single thing in this entire house. I've paid for it all by my hand, by my will, by what I wanted for my life. I sacrificed a lot for a number of years because I wanted so badly to not be exhausted and be able to spend real quality time with my child. I wanted to be able to provide more than just what we needed on that day. I wanted to be able to give her, hi baby. I'll be off in just a minute. That's her right there. She just got out of the shower.
Hi, Sophie.
She wants to say hi. Okay, say hi. Okay, this isn't a lie. This is a really important thing. Okay, all right, I love you. So that's the one that I'm talking about. Who, I was worried. I would fret. I would be concerned about am I going to have enough money to pay for this or that? I also felt like I was pulled away from, I had my family, but I also felt like I was pulled away from like my friend circle that I had created for a number of years, because I think once you become a mom and become a wife, sometimes all of that dynamic really changes. And I was a mother at 34 and, had a long span before I had to be like really responsible. And then when that time came, I realized how difficult life can be. If anybody is hearing this, I just want you to know, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter if you aren't sure. You can do this. Erin and I, both educated individuals. She made way more money than I did. She still does. She still does a full-time job. I don't. This is my full-time income now. And without LimeLife, have no idea. If you want to get the full-on 10-year version, 2.5-year version since we've been here, feel free to message me. If you're not sure and your beauty guide has asked you to do this and you're just like, I just don't think it's something I could do, I want you to message me. I'd like to go into more detail with you about why I think it is so important. I started out really not knowing what this was. I really kind of thought, well, that I can get me some good skincare and makeup, and I can also help a friend. That was really my whole goal at the very beginning, was to really just help a friend. All that sacrifice and all that thing that I was talking about, how I, would sit and worry in my own little space and not want anybody to know it. That was all secondary to me simply wanting to help another person. And unbeknownst to me, I had no idea that I could do a live video. I had no idea that I could talk to people about a business, about skincare and makeup that I didn't know every single ingredient in, but yet I knew I loved. I had no idea that I would begin the journey of a lifetime and literally change hundreds of finances. Not me, it's never me, but I had no idea that the people that I was talking to and offering this opportunity to would literally be able to change some pretty tough circumstances that they were going through. Erin has a team of over 300. Our team is almost to 600. If you ask us back then, is that what you're aspiring to do here? It'd be a no. No, we're not. We both had the same heart, and that is, we really wanted to help somebody else. In that process, we have been immeasurably blessed by having been given the opportunity to mentor other women, to help them get on their feet, to help them know that you don't have to have this wild skill to do this, that you can be two old country girls from the backwoods of Kentucky and still be able to do something we never imagined. I want you guys, if you are watching this now or on replay, I want you to really hear, neither of us thought that this is something we wanted to do. And neither of us had any idea that because we did want to help other people, that it would catapult us and our businesses and our relationships and our lives. My life is better because of LimeLife. Financially, heck yeah. I mean, I don't know if you all have seen the senior director income. It's not a joke. It's a real thing. But even at Beauty Guide, even when you start, this company pays such a good compensation plan, which that's where I cut off and hand it over to Erin, because she is the information person. I am not. I would rather sit on here and tell y'all some jokes. Okay. But I think that when you hear about why you don't have to be at a top rank to make money here, and why these factual things are so different than other companies, it will solidify for you, okay, I really feel like I can do this. I really feel like I can do this. I guess the last two things I want to say is, this is not a get rich quick. I've been here for almost as long as Erin. I think you signed after 2 days after me, or 2 months after me. June of 18 is when I started. And it's work, just like anything else. You can choose how much you put into it, but it is work like anything else. But it's really fun work. This is our job. We're sitting on a Zoom with you, talking to you about something we feel so passionate about. And that's what we call work now. We get to put on fun makeup and do Halloween looks. And there is a lot of fun. There's a lot of things that aren't really fun. Like we're practical people. I mean, that comes with any job, right? But this is a real opportunity that you, again, don't have to have a degree for. You don't have to have a degree in makeup. You don't have to have an esthetician's license or cosmetology or whatever it is. It's you learn as you go and you grow as you go. I mean, when we look back and I see Erin now and she sees me, I mean, both of us, our eyes just cross. We're like, what in the world? I mean, not like we're anybody special at all. We don't think we are. We're not. We just started a couple of years ago. Same thing could happen for you. You have to take that step, though. So Erin's going to talk to you guys about her journey, a little bit about that. And then she's also going to talk to you all about the information.
Hello. I'm Erin, like I said before. And so to give you a little bit of background about how I even started, I was actually, and in the chat, you can let me know if you guys were the same. I was actually kind of anti direct sales. And I know, but like I never hardly bought makeup from anywhere other than like a Macy's or a Nordstrom. I really just had never tried anything, and it just wasn't, I didn't know a lot of people in direct sales, to be honest. Nobody had ever asked me, shocking, I know, to be on their direct sales team. I don't know if that's like, I don't know if I should take that to heart or what there, but I'd honestly seen a girl. I'm a nurse. I'm an ER nurse was where I started. And then I became a flight nurse, and I was actually in school. I was in the clinical portion full time for my master's for an MP to go into emergency medicine. I had no background in aesthetics. Okay. This was all emergency medicine, blood and gore. This respiratory therapist, her makeup looked amazing at 4 a.m. I looked like a hot mess. I said, what are you wearing? She was wearing LimeLife. And once I started using it, I loved it. So fast forward about 6, that's how I got introduced to the Lime. And I just absolutely love the product. So about 6 months into it, somebody, my upline now, had asked me, have you ever thought about doing this? And I told her no. And if you're like me, it was, I don't have time. I work full time. I'm a mom. Jason and I had only been married for a year at this time. I was a single mom before that. So, we weren't exactly like the richest people on the block. You don't go from being a single mama to a year later being like, so I was working full time, a full-time job, a part-time job. I was in school full time. Harper, my little girl, was getting ready to start kindergarten. And so I told Bree no. And my husband actually was like, I don't know why you're making such a big deal about this. Like, you love makeup. I've always loved makeup. You love makeup. Like, you love these products. You're buying all the things. Like, just give it a go. Like at most you're getting 100. At the time, we only had one starter kit. Now we have two. He's like, you're literally getting $169, 50% off your favorite products. Worst case scenario, you get 50% off these favorite products of yours. Like, why are you freaking out? So I ended up saying yes and had a mild anxiety attack right after. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Like, why? Like, I can't believe I did this. And then, so I procrastinated for a couple of days, didn't even start because I was like, can't even believe I did this. And then I decided, and I think that this is important depending on what you want to do with it. But if I was going to do it, like, I was going to do it, right? Like, I was going to do the live. Like, I didn't want to just like put out a post. I wanted to make my money back first and foremost. I was like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to make my money back. And I did a live. And I was scared out of my mind. I said, just like I'm saying, now like 20 million times because we're real people, right? We are just real people. And it was okay. It was fine. Some people bought some stuff and then I actually did really well. I am a top seller here. I don't know why. Like at the time I had no makeup skills and like no eyebrows, but people just bought from me and I wasn't going to argue with them. So that's what happened. But what I found was the things that you think that are going to happen if you've never been in direct sales, they didn't happen. Like I thought that like, honestly, like people were going to make a whole lot of fun of me. That didn't happen. Like, there's been some people along the way that are just like direct sales isn't for me. And that's okay. Everything's not going to be for everybody and that's fine. My friends supported me a lot. My family supported me. I found that there were tools and that's what I'm going to talk to you about. I'm not going to go into like a lot of the information to where like, it's not going to be like a PowerPoint, like mind numbing kind of information, but I want to tell you the important tools and things that are going to help you to be successful and help you. I came in to do this as part-time job for $200 to $300 a week. And my biggest paycheck has been way bigger than that, like way bigger than that.
Tell them, Erin. You can tell them. It's fine. If you're allowed to do that, tell them if you want.
My biggest paycheck has been $13,000. Yeah. So, and that I actually
in 1 month.
In April. In 1 month.
1 month.
I actually have been consistently bringing home more here than I have as a nurse, but I will never give up nursing because I love it. But that's, that never was in my mindset. I just, like I said, my first goal was, I just want to make my money back. And then my second goal was, I just want to make $200 so I can quit my part-time job. So your goals will change as you're here once you understand, and maybe they won't change. If that's what you want to do, that's totally fine. There are people who come in for just the community and just love the products, and that's okay. There's people who come in and want to make $200 a month or $50 a month, and whatever your goal is personal to you. Or you may come in and you may say, oh my gosh, I can make a lot of money, and you may want to do way more. So here are the things that you want to know that are going to help you to get there, because again, it isn't overnight, but you keep raising your goals if you want to. And then before you know it, you're at one of these levels. So the first thing that we have here for this month alone, if you sign in October and you get to $300 in sales, personal retail value, you will actually get the mini glow drop sets. So we came out with these new glow drops. If you haven't used an illuminizer, I can't say enough good things about them. I've been using illuminizers for my entire life. So I was beside myself when they came out, but there's these little glow drops things there's all three of them. We have rose, we have bronze, and we have champagne. They're amazing on top of your foundation, underneath of your foundation, mixed in your sunscreen. Just gives your face this glow right here.
Right. Yeah. So, I have them on tonight too. Yeah.
Yeah. Love them. So if you can get that in October, but even without that, because I had no join incentive when I joined, like there wasn't one, period.
The incentive was you get like what,
you get
70% off of makeup.
Yeah. So besides that, I did know that there's no minimum amount you have to sell, right? There's a $10 monthly website fee, which you can use as a tax deduction. And at 12 months, if you haven't sold $600, 10 out of the 12 months, which may sound confusing, but what I tell everybody is At 11 months in 20 days, look and see if that $75 fee, if you have it, you'll know at that time if you've sold enough. If that $75 fee is something that you feel like you want to proceed with this business, or if you don't. You have 11 months and 29 days or whatever to decide this, right? So if at the time you're like, I haven't made enough money or whatever, then you resign, right? And we wish you luck, and you can return to be as a customer, and there's no hard feelings with that. If you're like, maybe you've made enough, or maybe you're like, hey, listen, I want to stay, it's a tax deduction, I'm going to pay the $75 fee, then that would be how that would work. So fees are actually our friends, because it keeps us from being, it keeps us legal. It keeps everybody from just signing up for the discount, because we don't have a minimum sales fee, right? So we have to have customers. Otherwise, everybody would just sign up to be a beauty guide for the discount. So that's the only fees that there are. There is nothing else. The $10 fee, and then at 1 year, if you haven't sold the amount, it's $600 a month. 10 out of 12 months, then you would decide what you want to do at 1 year. So other than that, the things that we have are fast starts. I absolutely love our fast start. When I come in, I was all about getting $150 in free products. Like, it did not matter what it took to sell $1,000 in 40 days. Your personal sales count. So like, I knew I was buying that Ricky at 20% off. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was like, well, I'm getting myself a Ricky at 20% off, because I'm also going to get the $150 in free products. So the very first thing that I always tell people is, no matter whether you know what you want to do with this business or not, you probably signed up because you love the products. Let's have a launch party. It can be in a private group. It can be in your home. It is whatever you're comfortable with. It doesn't have to be some big crazy thing. And let's get you to $1,000 in sales, right? So that you can get $150 in free products. What that does is, if you want to blow up and do all these things and show people products, you get more products for free rather than having to buy them yourself to show people. So you actually can build your collection. We then have another fast start that if you bring, maybe your sister is like, comes to your launch party and it's like, I love this. And you're like, listen, come jump on this team with me and get $150 of products free. And she says, okay. So we get her in, do the same thing. You then get money. You get cash money. Okay. You get cash money in your account for having somebody join you. Then we go up to another sales amount in which you can then, we have people who get $300 in free products and money on top of the amount of money you're making. Your baseline commission starts at 20%. You can go all the way up to 35%. So with these fast starts, where we're focused with you in the beginning, like getting you the product, helping you network, helping you grow your network. When you hit these markers, it helps you have the products and the capital you need to launch a successful business. Without you can earn it. You don't just have to like throw in your own money. You actually have the opportunity to earn it. That's very important to us. We are here so that people can make money. We don't want you always putting your money in. So we reward that so that you can have the best opportunity for your business to take off. So the fast starts is the first thing. The second thing that we have now that I use for my business all the time that we did not have when we started, so it's such a perk for you guys, is the mobile app. The mobile app has all your customers and orders right there. It reminds you when to follow up. I don't know if you guys struggle with organization or just being overtasked or a little ADD, because that's me to a T. So my follow-up system was not good. It was not good. But what this does is when I wake up in the morning, it'll say, hey, Erin, Jessica ordered X, Y, and Z 6 weeks ago. Why don't you reach out to Jessica and see if she needs another dream clean? And it gives you her phone number and it to text her and call her. Like, you literally can just be like, hey, Jessica, it's Erin, your beauty guide. How's your dream clean doing? Like, it's that simple. And she's like, oh, what? You know what? I'm actually running low. Like, and she'll either say, will you grab me one? It makes follow-ups seamless for you. Also, if you do grow a team, you have all of that in there. It'll tell you, hey, it's Heidi's birthday. Wish her a happy birthday. Hey, Samantha's getting ready to hit a goal. Cheer her on. It has made business so easy. You have your customers' orders, their tracking, their phone numbers, just to be able to contact them if you need to. And it will let you set goals. So if you're like, hey, I want to sell $3,000 this month and I want to do this many lives, like, maybe mid-month you get the blogs and it's like, hey, dude, you said you wanted to do this, like, go do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I did say that. I'm going to go do a live. So this app is very good at helping you streamline your business. And if you're on a go person, like, I have a planner and I lose my planner. So the fact that it's in my phone is like excellent. The next thing is, and I had no makeup background at all. And so I think that this is like so amazing. We have professional makeup artists who come in and teach us. So a lot of times I hear from people, the first thing is, I don't have time. I promise you do. I promise. I have like the craziest schedule. I work 24s. Like, I'm like always bouncing off the wall. You schedule it around it. That's the whole perk of this job, is you get to make your schedule. So there are days I don't do anything. And then there are days I do a lot. And so it just depends on you and what your schedule looks like. But, the other thing I hear is, well, I don't know how to do makeup. Like, I don't know anything about makeup. Like, I literally did not put on fake eyelashes for a year and a half because I could not get those suckers on to save my life.
Same.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
No, it's actually better when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm like,
they're
I
really
didn't know
like,
how to do
hey, that looks like me doing that.
Yeah, like, I
Absolutely.
totally relate to this person. She's a mess. And so, but we have Danessa Myricks and James Vincent, who are two, professional makeup artists, like big leaders in the makeup industry, and they are our educators. So when we had the eyeshadows released per eye color, they came in and showed us and taught us like why they were complementary to certain eye colors and how to apply them. Things that, like, it didn't matter if I'd have Googled it or YouTubed it or whatever, I wasn't going to know because I'm an amateur over here, right? Like, I'm a nurse, not an esthetician or not a makeup artist or anything. So it's really neat to have that kind of education, because then you speak with confidence. Then when they say, well, what eye color do I put there? Not only do we have YouTube videos that you can share with them, but you feel confident in what you're saying. And when you feel confident as a beauty guide or in anything you do, that really attracts people to trust you. And so it's super important in this business. The next thing that we have that I think is just going to be amazing, it's actually getting ready to be launched, is our CEO decided to launch a public streamlined onboarding system. And so if you've ever been in direct sales before, any type of onboarding, if there's not a really good system in place, it can feel really confusing. So what this does is, even if you have, like, let's say in the future you have somebody onboarding, this is going to be public, that people can come view it before they even sign up, so they kind of know the culture here and what to do. But also for people joining now, because it's going to go live, I'm not sure of the exact date, but I know that it's soon. You're going to have this system, like, okay, this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm going to do. And it's not going to just be like you feel lost. It is going to be very systematic. And so you feel like you have that structure to where you can schedule how you want to launch and succeed here. The last couple of things I will say that I felt like were huge tools for me is we pair with a company who takes like flat lay, Instagram-y kind of graphics. They're super pretty. I was like, listen, I can't like make my 40 cure cream look luscious and whatever. Like, they have like flowers and all this. And I'm like, dude, like, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't compete with that. I can like hold it up by my face, like, you know what I mean? And like, that's what you're going to get. And when you look at these people on Instagram and you see these like flat lays and these professional photography, like, not a photographer, that's not my jam, right? Like, I talk to people and tell them what I like, but we have a company who actually takes these and makes these really pretty graphics. And so like when you post them, they're aesthetically pleasing and you don't have to worry about like doing these things, right? And the last one is a new incentive thing that we came out with, and it's the 2B store. So we used to get graphics incentives in the mail. It would be like, if you sold $300, you would get like a card holder. If you sold $800 a month, you might get, and they change from month to month, you would get like a cheese tray or something like that, right? And it was just whatever the thing was that month. Well, we also have incentives such as, you know, you can go to Cabo, you can win a trip to Cabo, or, you know, there's just all these little perks. So what happened is Michelle Gay, our CEO, she decided she wanted to empower people to use, instead of just sending us things that we may not love or we may be throwing in the drawer, we can accumulate these points each month. And you can cash them in for a trip to Disney World. You can cash them in for a new iPad for your kid. You can cash them in for a Visa gift card. You can plan your dream vacation. And even if it takes you for 3 years to earn it, what other way were you going to plan a trip to Spain that you never would have done otherwise? You know what I mean? And so this 2B store allows you to personalize your incentive for whatever it is you want to do. And so it's very empowering, especially like with me, I love to travel. Don't always budget the best for it, but I don't touch those 2B points. So when it comes time to travel, I know that I have that in my back pocket to cash in. So those are the big tools and perks. We do have a vacation month. We do have maternity leave. We have all these really amazing things that are really great benefits here too. But those are the tools that I really feel like can really help you launch your success. Heidi, do you have anything you want to add to that?
Let's think. No, she pretty much covered it all, guys. As you can see, though, do you see how I think this is important? Because if I was thinking about maybe doing a job like this, can you see as how, yes, do I know all those things? About half of them I do. No, I'm kidding. I do know them all. But can you see how analytically charged sort of like she is? Okay, I was a paralegal for 25 years, mind you. I don't know if I was very good at it, but that's what I did for a living. Okay. And, you know, she is very different than the way I run my business. Okay. When you start this, you'll sort of find, you might walk through the woods for a little while and step over a few branches or whatever. But you'll eventually find your path. And once you do, then that's when people start down your path and they start following you and you start blazing that trail. That's when others want to join what you're doing. You're never going to start your path. You're always going to be stepping over a dang stick. You're going to get yourself in a thistle and not be able to get out. Okay. We got to walk out of the woods and find our path. That's not just in LimeLife, because we don't just preach this to people. I realize what this call is for, but we seriously are very rounded people, and we are grounded, and we understand that there are a lot of things happening all around us. We know that it's very easy to be exhausted and say, I don't have time, and I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I'm not good enough for this, and I'm not good enough for that. But had Erin and I kept telling ourselves those lies that we all do, because if she says she didn't, she lied. If I said I didn't, I'm straight going, I'm splitting hell wide open tonight. Okay. But seriously, if we didn't just say, you know what do we, just like her husband said, what do we have to lose here? Nothing. Nothing. And if your pride of failure or whatever it is getting in your way, that still is not going to get you on your path. You need to start down your path, however that is, wherever that is. Get on your path. If you choose ours, we'd love to have you. I think you can see from tonight that we've been given some really good tools. We are not on here to say, we need you. We want you to feel what this feels like right now.
And we
So
want you
that's
to
really,
succeed. Yeah. We want you to be
absolutely,
successful here. So does anybody
absolutely.
have any questions? If you want to throw them up in the comments, we'll answer any questions that you guys have before we jump off here. We super appreciate you guys jumping on. Always love to tell people what can happen here, because it can really be life-changing. So if you have any questions at all, we do not mind at all to answer anything that you may have.
And there will be a recording like we were talking about earlier, guys. So if any of you all who are on here want to keep this sort of in your back pocket and you want to share that with someone, I think that's always available, right, Erin? I think that you can always share it with anyone.
Yep, we can get it. We can get it for you if you need it, and we can give you the link if you want to share it with somebody, or if you know somebody who, I know it's Thursday school night. So if there's somebody who's like, oh my gosh, my kid was going crazy at bedtime, because that would totally be me. We can send it to you so they can watch the replay. Absolutely. We understand life is crazy right now. So
it is.
We definitely get it. So.
And it's always going to be crazy. This crazy thing that's happening, who knows what's going to happen. There's no predictions here. And I think it's just very important that we want to keep sharing this opportunity with other people, because we understand that there are people out there who really need this for whatever that is in their life, financially, emotionally, whatever it is that they need. So I love you so much, Erin Quillen. I'm so thankful that God blessed me with this business and with great friends. And for those of you all on here, I love you guys. If anybody has any questions, if you have anyone that you're talking to that you're not sure about, feel free to message me or Erin. We are always willing to help, whether it benefits us, our team, or Sidelines, or whomever. We truly want other people to do this and to find out what LimeLife really has to offer.
Ladies, I don't have a question. I just want to say thank you. Both of you are super.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
You. Who was that?
Vanessa.
Oh, thanks,
Hey,
Vanessa.
A lot of good information.
Great. We're glad we could help.
All righty. Well, we'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.